All right, let's get right into it. What if your future self, the you from 20 or 30 years down the line, could send you a message? Not some gentle, everything's gonna be okay note, no. A blunt, no filter, tell it like it is guide to your 20s. Well, that's exactly what this is. Think of it as a direct message from someone who's already been there. So this is the perspective we're starting from. It's someone looking back with that crystal clear 2020 hindsight, seeing all that energy, that arrogance of youth, but also seeing all the traps and hidden potholes along the way. It's a mix of wisdom, a little nostalgia, and yeah, maybe a little pity for all the lessons that had to be learned the hard way. So consider what you're about to hear, a cup of bitter tea. It might be sharp, it might not taste great going down, but the whole idea is that it's exactly the medicine you need for a healthier future. It's about digesting life's big lessons now instead of getting a stomachache from them later. So let's go ahead and take that first sip. First up, pillar one, your physical self. And look, this isn't just about hitting the gym to look good. It's about deeply understanding the one and only vessel you get for this entire ride, the temple where your soul actually lives. The argument here is that you've got to start listening to it now, before it's forced to scream just to get your attention. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. You've probably heard of homeostasis in biology class, right? It's your body's automatic pilot, always trying to keep things in balance. But what if it's not just a passive thing? What if you thought of it as self-empathy? The actual art of listening to your body's whispers. That little ache, that weird fatigue, those are the whispers. The point is, don't wait for them to become screams. And if you need a concrete reason why that matters, here you go. For women, after you hit 30, your bone density can drop by 3 to 8% per decade. That free trial you're on right now where your body just seems to bounce back from anything, it has an expiration date. And look, that's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up to the fact that you're about to shift from passive health to active, lifelong maintenance. And this right here just nails the point home with a bit of a laugh. The message is so clear. The workout you do today isn't just for this summer. It is a direct investment in future you, the you who wants to be agile and strong and not have to struggle with a body that wasn't taken care of 20 years earlier. Okay, now for some really stark, unfiltered data. This comes straight from the American Society for Reproductive Medicine. At age 30, your monthly chance of getting pregnant is around 20%. But by age 40, that number drops all the way down to 5%. The source calls this a biological free fall after 35. And this isn't a judgment, it's just a crucial piece of info you need to have when you're planning your life. So we've talked about the temple itself, your body. But what about the foundation it's built on? Let's move on to pillar 2. We're shifting from the internal to the external stuff, the actual architecture of a life that can withstand anything. We're talking relationships, knowledge, and finances. Oh, I absolutely love this comparison because it is just so real. It pits the exterior trim, all that flashy, superficial stuff that looks great in your 20s, against the support specs. And that's the whole game. Shifting your focus from what's exciting for a moment to what's actually supportive for a lifetime. A partner who brings you an umbrella is, believe me, way more valuable than one who just wants to get you wet in the rain. And there is hard science behind why this matters so much. There is an 80-year Harvard study that found the quality of your relationships is one of the biggest predictors of your long-term health. Think about it. A toxic partner creates chronic stress that floods your body with the stress hormone cortisol. And over time, that constant cortisol bath just hammers your immune system. So a bad relationship isn't just emotionally draining. It is physically, literally corrosive. This is such a perfect way to think about lifelong learning. Your brain's ability to change and adapt, its neuroplasticity, is an absolute superpower. Every time you learn something new, you're building what scientists call a cognitive reserve. It's a real, proven defense against age-related mental decline. So yeah, keep your brain software updated. All right, let's talk about money, because this is about so much more than just being rich. Behavioral psychology shows that women who are financially independent have 40% higher confidence and stress tolerance. Why? Simple. It's about agency. It's about having control. When you have your own resources, you have a voice, and you have the freedom to make choices that are 100% yours. And here it is, the final bit of sharp but deeply practical advice for this section. Look, being financially independent isn't about being cynical about love. Not at all. It's about being realistic about life. It's your ultimate safety net, your ultimate form of self-reliance. It ensures that no matter what happens, you are the one ruling your own kingdom. So we've gone from our bodies to our relationships to our bank accounts. What is the ultimate takeaway here? We've covered a ton of ground, but it all boils down to one single urgent truth. Let's bring it all home. This is that final word from your future self. This is it. This is the whole point. The choices you're making right now with your health, your partner, your career, your money, they compound over time. They set a trajectory. There's no control plus Z. Every single decision is another permanent brushstroke on the canvas of your one and only life. And that leaves us with this final, really powerful question. Right now, in your 20s, all of your construction materials, your health, your energy, your ability to learn, they are in their golden age. They are at their absolute peak. So the question isn't if you're going to build something with your life. It's what are you going to build with these incredible, once-in-a-lifetime materials? What's it going to be?